Hello viewers, don't forget like, comment, and share.
Hello viewers, welcome to my channel English Video with me, Indah Purnamasari. Okay, today we are going to discuss about present simple. Nah, langsung saja kita cek video berikut ini. Happy watching.
Nah, di video kali ini kita akan membahas tentang simple present tense. Apa sih simple present tense itu? Oke, simple present tense yaitu menjelaskan peristiwa, kejadian, ataupun tindakan yang terjadi di waktu sekarang dan dalam bentuk sederhana, atau suatu pekerjaan ataupun perbuatan yang dilakukan secara berulang-ulang atau kebiasaan sehari-hari. And we use the present simple to talk about first, things that are generally true or facts. Okay, for example, A, they live in a big house. And B, I don't have a garden. And the second one, talk about habits and routines. For example, A, I go to work at 7 every day. And B, how often do you go swimming? In a simple present tense, there are two formulas. First, we can use verbal, and the second one, we can use non-verbal. Nah, di dalam tense simple present tense ada dua rumusnya. Yang pertama, kita bisa menggunakan kalimat verbal, dan yang kedua, kita juga bisa menggunakan kalimat non-verbal. Di video ini, kita akan membahas tentang kalimat verbal terlebih dahulu. Okay, now you can look at the formula below. In a positive sentence, subject plus verb 1, S or ES plus object or complement. And in negative sentence, subject plus do or does plus not plus verb 1 plus object or complement. And in interrogative sentence, do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus object or complement, and don't forget question mark. Okay, this is a note for you. There are 7 subjects: she, he, it, I, you, they, we. Okay, as we know, she, it means dia perempuan. Jadi si itu kata ganti dari nama dia perempuan. For example, Ana, Ani, Anita. Nah, and he, it means dia laki-laki. And it, benda or hewan. She, he, it, we can use does. Okay, and I, it means saya. You, it means kamu. They, it means mereka, more than one person. And the last one, we, it means kami or kita. Subject I, you, they, we can use do. Okay, I will give you examples. First, in a positive sentence, Mrs. Catherine buys vegetables every day. Nah, di dalam kalimat positif, subjeknya Mrs. Catherine. Setelah subjek, kita bisa meletakkan verb, kata kerja. Nah, di sini verbnya buy. It means membeli. After verb, we can put vegetables every day. This is object or complement. Nah, karena dia subjeknya si, di kata kerjanya kita menambahkan s, yaitu buy menjadi buys. Okay, next. In negative sentence, Mrs. Catherine doesn't buy vegetables every day. Okay, nah di sini Mrs. Catherine as a subject. Does, kita menggunakan does karena di sini subjeknya si, Mrs. Catherine. Okay, don't forget put not, become doesn't. karena ini kalimat negatif, jadi kita pakai not. Nah, di sini saya singkat jadi doesn't. Bisa juga kita buat does not. And next, by. By as a verb. By di sini kata kerja. Nah, by-nya di kalimat negatif kita buang s-nya menjadi by, tetap ya. Next, vegetables every day. It is object or complement. And next, in interrogative sentence, does Mrs. Catherine buy vegetables every day? Nah, di sini does to be-nya. Kenapa pakai does? Karena subjeknya Mrs. Catherine. Kata ganti dari she. Remember, she, he, it, we can use does. Okay, next. In interrogative sentence, after does, we can put subject. Setelah does, kita bisa meletakkan subject. And then plus verb. Verbnya di sini by. Oke, in interrogative, by-nya s-nya dibuang, dihilangkan karena sudah ada does. Sama seperti di kalimat negatif dan interrogatif. Next, vegetables every day. This is object or complement. Okay, remember, don't forget question mark because this is interrogative sentence. Jangan lupa tanda tanya karena ini kalimat tanya. Okay, next number 2. In a positive sentence, Adrian plays a soccer in the morning. Adrian here as a subject, plays as a verb plus s, and a soccer in the morning as an object or complement. Next, in negative sentence, Adrian doesn't play a soccer in the morning. Adrian here as a subject, doesn't because this is negative. Remember, the subject is Adrian, refers he, so we can use does plus not. Nah, di sini saya gunakan doesn't. Kita juga bisa menggunakan does not. Next, play as a verb. Remember, this is negative sentence. Jadi verbnya s-nya kita hapus. Next, a soccer in the morning as an object or complement. And the last one, in interrogative sentence, does Adrian play a soccer in the morning? Okay, look at does. Does in interrogative sentence before the subject. Nah, jadi sebelum subjek kita letakkan does. Karena subjeknya Adrian, jadi kita menggunakan does. Oke, Adrian as a subject, play as a verb. Nah, di kalimat interrogatif sama seperti kalimat negatif. S-nya kita hapus. A soccer in the morning as an object or complement. Okay, don't forget write a question mark because this is interrogative sentence. Jangan lupa tulis tanda tanya karena ini kalimat tanya. Okay, next number 3. In a positive sentence, the cat jumps into the fence at 9 o'clock. Okay, look at the cat as a subject, jumps as a verb plus s, into the fence at 9 o'clock as an object or complement. And next, in negative sentence, the cat doesn't jump into the fence at 9 o'clock. The cat as a subject, doesn't because this is negative sentence, we can use not. Karena ini kalimat negatif dan subjeknya itu the cat, kucing. It means hewan, refers to it. Jadi kita menggunakan does. Nah, di sini juga saya singkat doesn't. Kita juga bisa membuatnya does not. And next, jump. It is a verb. Into the fence at 9 o'clock as an object or complement. And in interrogative sentence, does the cat jump into the fence at 9 o'clock? Look at, before the subject, we can put does. And then, the cat as a subject. Jump as a verb. Nah, jump di sini S-nya kita hapus karena ini kalimat interrogative. And into the fence at 9 o'clock as an object or complement. Okay, don't forget question mark because this is interrogative sentence. Next, number 4. In a positive sentence, the girl watches a movie in the cinema every week. Okay, look at the girl as a subject. Watches as a verb plus es. Okay, because the subject is she or the girl, so verbnya kita tambahkan es because verbnya ending ch. And next, a movie in the cinema every week. It is object or complement. Next, in negative sentence, the girl doesn't watch a movie in the cinema every week. The girl as a subject. Does not or doesn't because this is negative sentence. So, after subject, we can put does plus not. Nah, di sini saya singkat menjadi doesn't. Watch a movie in the cinema every week. Watch here as a verb. Nah, di kalimat positif, watch-nya plus es. Sedangkan di kalimat negatif, es-nya kita hapus menjadi watch. And a movie in the cinema every week as object or complement. And next, in interrogative sentence, does the girl watch a movie in the cinema every week? Okay, look at, before subject, we can write does because the subject is girl, the girl. Okay, next, the girl as a subject. Watch as a verb. Nah, di kalimat interrogatif, it's same with a negative sentence. Watch-nya kita tulis watch without es. Okay, a movie in the cinema every week as an object or complement. Okay, next, number 5. In a positive sentence, they buy books in the bookstore this morning. They as a subject, buy as a verb. Books in the bookstore this morning as a object or complement. Look at buy. Buy-nya tidak kita tambahkan s or es because the subject is they. Subjeknya itu they. Remember, I, you, they, we without s or es. Okay, next, in negative sentence, They don't buy books in the bookstore this morning. The subject is they. Next, because this is negative sentence, we can put not. So, after subject, we can use to be. Nah, they, remember, they menggunakan do. Nah, karena ini kalimat negatif, kita tambahkan not, become don't. Di sini saya singkat menjadi don't. Kita juga bisa menulis do not. Okay? Next, after not, we can put but. But here is buy. Nah, kata kerjanya di sini adalah buy in bahasa membeli. Next, books in the bookstore this morning as object or complement. And in interrogative sentence, do they buy books in the bookstore this morning? Look at, before subject, we can put do or does. Nah, karena subjeknya they, jadi kita letak do. Okay? After subject, we can write but. But here is buy. After but, we can write books in the bookstore this morning. It is as an object or complement. Don't forget write a question mark. Okay, look at. In interrogative sentence, verbnya tidak kita tambahkan s or es because the subject is they. Karena subjeknya they, di kata kerja tidak ada penambahan s atau es. Okay, next number 6. In a positive sentence, Algie and Alif read a book in the library. Okay, look at. Algie and Alif, it is as a subject. Okay, more than one persons. It means plural. Read as a book. A book in the library as an object or complement. Okay, look at. Read as a verb, we don't add s or es because the subject is Algie and Alif. It means more than one person. Nah, jadi karena subjeknya lebih dari satu orang, kita tidak menambahkan kata kerjanya s or es. Okay, next. In negative sentence, Algie and Alif don't read a book in the library. Algie and Alif as a subject. Nah, because this is more than one person, we use do. And in negative sentence, we plus not. Okay, next. Read as a book. A book in the library as an object or complement. An interrogative sentence. Do Algie and Alif read a book in the library? Okay, look at. The subject is they, so we use do. After subject, we write verb. The verb here is read in bahasa membaca. Next, a book in the library is an object or complement. The characteristics of simple present tense. A. Adverb of time. Adverb of time diletakkan atau digunakan di awal atau di akhir kalimat. For example, every day, every week, every month, every year, in the morning, at 7, and today. B. Adverb of frequency. We can use adverb of frequency before verb or after to be. For example, always, ever, never, seldom, often, sometimes, and commonly. This is the formula of nonverbal. Jadi, ini adalah rumus dari kalimat nonverbal. Okay, look at the formula below. In a positive sentence, subject plus to be is MR plus noun or adjective or preposition or adverb. And in negative sentence, subject plus to be is MR plus not plus noun or adjective or preposition or adverb. And in interrogative sentence, to be is MR plus subject plus noun or adjective or prepositions or adverb, and don't forget question mark. Okay, this is a note for you. There are 7 subjects. She, he, it, we use is. I, we use am. You, they, we use are. Okay, I will give you examples. First, in a positive sentence, he is a student. In bahasa, dia laki-laki adalah seorang murid. And in negative sentence, he is not a student. Dia laki-laki bukan seorang murid. And in interrogative sentence, is he a student? In bahasa, apakah dia seorang murid? Nah, di kalimat positif, subjeknya he. Okay, dia laki-laki. Nah, remember, subjek he kita menggunakan to be is. Okay, is di sini adalah to be. A student is a noun. Nah, di dalam kalimat negatif, he di sini sebagai subjek, is sebagai to be. Karena subjeknya he, maka to be-nya is. Nah, not, because this is negative sentence. Karena ini kalimat negatif, jangan lupa kita gunakan not. A student as a noun. Okay, next. In interrogative sentence, di dalam kalimat tanya, is he a student? Apakah dia laki-laki seorang murid? Nah, is di sini sebagai to be. Ingat ya, kalau dia di kalimat interrogatif, to be-nya di depan sebelum subjek. Okay, he di sini sebagai subjek. A student sebagai noun. And the second, in a positive sentence, the grass is green. In bahasa, rumput itu berwarna hijau. And next, in negative sentence, the grass is not green. In bahasa, rumput itu tidak berwarna hijau. And in interrogative sentence, is the grass green? Apakah rumput itu berwarna hijau? Okay, next, the last one. In a positive sentence, they are my friend. In bahasa, mereka adalah teman saya. In negative sentence, they are not my friend. Mereka bukan teman saya. In interrogative sentence, are they my friend? In bahasa, apakah mereka teman saya?
Okay viewers, I think that's all of our topic today. Thanks for watching. See you for the next video.